Back Truth Seeker. A lot of people asking about the death of Keith Jackson, longtime sports commentator for college and NFL football. Before we get into this, I want to recommend, if you haven't watched my playlist on the rigged college football championship, why I said Alabama would win it, why it was all about 13, what it had to do with the death of Nick Saban's father about 45 years ago, please go back and watch this. Talking about how sports are rigged and people are murdered for these rigged sports games. Today it's an 89-year-old man. You know, he lived a long life already, but he has not gone out naturally. He is the latest ritual sacrifice for the world of rigged sports. If you missed everything I showed about Alabama in 13, long before the game was played, long before they were down 13 at halftime, before subbing in number 13, you need to go back again and watch this playlist. Covered all of the rigging and why everything lined up for Alabama. Now you get the death of Keith Jackson on the 13th day of the month, 5 days after the championship. And if you read about Keith Jackson, he was born in Georgia, right on the border of Alabama. We just had a Georgia-Alabama college football championship. Now look, with regards to him dying on January 13th, here's what's interesting again. In Gematria, Alabama equals 13. Every year, Alabama's championships are rigged around this number one way or the other. Last year, Clemson won with 99 offensive plays. If you write out 13 as a word, it sums to 99. So does the name Renfro. Renfro equals 99. Renfro wears the number 13. He caught the winning touchdown for Clemson last year over Alabama. The year prior, Alabama beat Clemson with 45 points. And I showed then, when you write out 13, it sums to 45. Just like the name Nicholas has Gematria 45, as in Nick Saban. Now it's Keith Jackson 45, dead on the 13th day of the month, right after Alabama wins. And with regards to his birthday being on October 18th, the fact that he's born on the 18th day of the month is interesting because the championship between Georgia and Alabama was to start 2018, emphasis on 18. The game was also on January 8th, 1/8. Nick Saban earned his 6th championship with number 6 hauling in the pass. 13's the 6th prime number. 41's the 13th prime number, and it was a 41-yard touchdown play from number 13 to number 6 to get Nick Saban his 6th championship at age 66. 6th championship at 66. If the Patriots don't make it to the Super Bowl and win this year, I'll bet you anything they do it next year, and Bill Belichick gets his 6th championship in the same stadium Nick Saban got his 6th championship. Bill Belichick will be 66 years old next year. They both used to coach together. Cleveland Browns, Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. Both of them, their entire careers scripted. But anyhow, it is fascinating that he was born on the 18th. Now here's more about his death on the 13th, this college football announcer. He began calling college football in the year 52. He's died today, a date with numerology of 52. Think about how Super Bowl 52 is upcoming. He called games in the NFL and college, but college is the focus here. He seems to be a definite sacrifice for the championship that just happened. Today's date, January 13th, can be written 13/1. 13/1 like 131. Talking about this number all the time. We just talked about it in the preview video. Did a video on why ESPN gave Alabama 57.5% odds. I talked about how if Alabama won the championship, they'd become 13-1, as they did. Championship equals 131, so does Super Bowl. If you write out 57, it sums to 131. Crimson Tide equals 57. You see that? Crimson Tide advanced to 13-1, winning the championship, getting their 13th win of the season. Last year, Clemson won the championship, coming into the game with a 13-1 record. The year prior, Alabama won the championship, coming in with a 13-1 record. These numbers are always huge in championship rigging. Sport after sport, year after year, we've documented it so many times. He died at age 89. That's the 11th Fibonacci number. Football, a game of 11 on 11. There's also the ritual with LeBron James and Alabama. If LeBron James in case you don't know this, every year that Alabama wins the college football championship, LeBron has won a basketball championship. If that happens this year, LeBron will become 4-5 in championships. They call him King James, who has a Holy Bible named after him. Holy Bible equals 45. The King James Bible was printed in the year 1611. That's the year King James turned 45 years old. So with regards to King James and this man dying at 89, King James equals 89. So does the word religion. The New Testament's 89 chapters long. The word number equals 89. Special number, 89. Long age to live. He died a span of 88 days from his birthday or 87 days after. What's interesting is with the Georgia connection, the Georgia football team plays today, the Atlanta Falcons. Philadelphia Eagles, their opponent, has gematria of 87, so we'll see what that means. He's got the Georgia connection, this man. Died 87 days after his birthday or a span of 88. The next number, 89, the age he died at. But with regards to 88, his full name was Keith Max Jackson, 88. And right away it made me think about the video I put out on Donald Trump announcing that he was going to the game January 3rd. And I said, here's another sign that Alabama's going to win. The presidents are nothing but puppets in this country, and their lives are contrived by this same code because it's Freemasonry running the whole show. Freemasonry created American football. They got their headquarters in D.C. Everything's a Freemason puppet show by this code. Everything. I'm not exaggerating. Everything that comes through the media. You know, that's what I mean when I say everything. Everything that's in the media. Papers, magazines, television, that's the media. Everything by this code. But with regards to the 88 thing, it reminds me of how this is a big number with Trump. And Trump was at the game. And the Republican Party equals 88 just like Trump. You know, this is Republican territory, Georgia and Alabama. It's all scripted. The politics, the news, the sports. That's why you got Tom Brady and the Patriots right after 9/11 and the September Act. So, right after September 11th and the Patriot Act. So, I'll link the playlist down below. You know, you got to know what's going on in this world. Stuff is sick. Not only are the games rigged, they murder people. Even old men. You know? And perhaps Keith Jackson is a lucky man in spite of things. You know, a lot of people who sign their lives away to get this fame through this gang to be on TV, they get killed a lot earlier than age 89. We'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.